I got a beef. I got two beefs with Viking Cycle. Well, it's really just two different instances of the same beef. So this all started back in November. I had been looking for a leather vest for quite a while. Looked all last season, didn't find anything I wanted. Because I'm kind of picky about what I wanted. I wanted something a little different than the normal club style vest. And I'm cheap. So being picky and cheap usually results in me not getting anything. And then at some point I was watching YouTube and I saw a review of this vest by a motovlogger whose opinion I trust. And it was a pretty good review. It was a nice looking vest by Viking Cycle, and it was a really good price. So I thought, oh, that's cool. I'm going to get one of those. I wasn't in a hurry to get it, obviously. In November, I can't ride my bike, so I didn't really need to get it until spring. I went and followed Viking Cycle on Instagram just so I'd be able to find it again. Then I just kind of forgot about it. Then on Black Friday in November, Viking Cycle put a post on their Instagram about a sale that they were having. And it was a really good sale. So I thought, okay, well, this is the time to get it then. So I went to make the purchase. The sale was actually so good and the price was so good that it no longer qualified for free shipping. I looked around the rest of their site, didn't really see anything else that I wanted. But my wife Kim had been wanting a biker style leather jacket for a while, so I thought, well, maybe I'll get one for her from here. Because, you know, she just purged her jacket closet and was now down to only about 147 jackets. So clicked on the jacket for her. So I got the jacket and the vest I wanted in the shopping cart. Go to checkout, put in all my information, address, street address, all that stuff. Come to change the country, set for United States, and there's a little drop down box there. So I click on the drop down box and the only option in it is the United States. Just a tip to your web design team: if you only have one option in a drop down box, you don't need a drop down box. So there's no Canada, no nothing. So they have the online chat that you can chat with a customer service representative. So I opened that up and I said, do you guys not ship to Canada? Waited a couple minutes. The answer I got was, no, we don't. Not sorry, no, we don't. Not unfortunately, no, we don't. No explanation for why they don't. Just no, we don't. So I thought that was a little rude. And decided to just scrap the purchase. Now I live within half an hour of the border to Port Huron, Michigan. So it's not that uncommon for me to have something shipped over there to a Dropbox address and go pick it up. Not a big deal at all. But I think I was just a little ticked off with what I perceived to be a little bit of a rude response from their customer service person, so I just scrapped it. But then Cyber Monday came along and they had an even better sale. I think it was 40% off. I don't know. It was something crazy. So it made the stuff like crazy cheap because the prices were cheap to begin with. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do this. I'll go across to Michigan and get it because I want the vest and Christmas is coming. I need to get something else for Kim anyway, so I will get her the jacket. So I know some places have an issue with an online purchase if your shipping address doesn't match the billing address for your credit card. So I sent them another message and just said, is this going to be a problem if I have this shipped to a US address that's not the billing address on my Canadian credit card? And, you know, all I needed was, no, that'll work, that'll be fine, no problem. What I got was something that basically said, well, you can do that, but we won't be responsible for whether you receive the item or not. Which I didn't really understand that response. It was an unnecessary response. I wasn't asking them to take responsibility for whatever shipment company they use. It's no different than any other shipping transaction that they would do. So that pissed me off a little bit more. But again, I wanted the stuff, so I went ahead and did it. So I got the notification that the stuff arrived in Port Huron, I don't know, a few days later. It was about a week before I actually got over there to pick it up. And during that week, this just kept festering at me, just eating away at me a little bit. It was an unpleasant experience with the company. I don't understand why they won't ship to Canada. Why they won't ship outside the United States. If they got an online company and they're shipping all over the place, why limit yourself when you got a whole global market there in front of you? Why limit yourself to one country? That's their business model, that's fine. But I just felt like I had not been treated very well. And maybe I'm just being a crybaby. I don't know, that's possible. So during the week that this was going on, like I said, I was getting a little bit more annoyed as time went along. And I actually got to the point where I was really hoping that the stuff was going to be junk. And I could do a scathing review on my YouTube channel about how shitty the Viking Cycle products are. So I started looking forward to that. So the day came, I had time to go and get it. So I go across the border, pick the stuff up, come back, get home, open up the packages, just waiting to see what was wrong with it. What could I pick on about it? And I ended up liking the damn thing. My day was ruined. And then there was a little part of me that said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give them a shitty review anyway. Just to piss them off. But I decided not to do that. That's not my style, and then I would be lying, and then I would be the asshole. I hate it when that happens. So I decided to just forget about it, enjoy my purchase, and get on with my life. Kim didn't like the jacket, by the way. Not because of any quality issues or anything like that, but the smallest size they had was a small, and she's an extra small. It didn't fit her very well. So I just kind of forgot about the whole thing. But then, beef number 2. About 3 weeks ago, I got a direct message on Instagram from a representative of Viking Cycle asking me if I would be willing to do a couple of product reviews for them on my YouTube channel. My initial instinct was to tell her to go dig a hole, and I really wish now that that's what I had done. But I decided to let bygones be bygones and agree to, because I've been wanting to do. I've never done a product review on my channel, like not a real one, not a serious one. Jiggy Moto socks don't really count. So I thought this would be a good chance to do that. So I agreed to it. She kind of put me through some hoops. She didn't want to talk to me on Instagram. I had to send her a friend request on Facebook so that we could talk on Facebook Messenger, because that's her preferred means of communication. So I did that, and then we were talking back and forth the next day. I was at work though, so I couldn't really just keep a long conversation going, so it was kind of fragmented back and forth. But every time I came back, opened up my phone when it was on break or whatever, there was a message there from her. So she gave me all the details, what they were going to send me, what I had to do, and everything looked fine. And then all of a sudden I just stopped hearing from her. And then the next morning I opened up my phone and I had this message waiting for me. Now, I want to clarify the part there about her saying that they tried to make the deposit. This was not going to be a paid review, nothing like that. It's just their process for how they do this is they don't just send you the stuff. They give you the money to buy it on Amazon, I guess, to boost their Amazon ratings or whatever. That seemed kind of weird, but whatever. But anyway, so she says she couldn't do the transaction, or that she went to do the transaction, and that's when she noticed that I was in Canada. Now, obviously she didn't pay much attention to anything before that, because, my Instagram profile says I'm in Canada, my Facebook page says I'm in Canada. All the information was there that she would have needed to know that I was from Canada, but for some reason, it was a problem that I'm from Canada. So I just answered, I said, yes, I'm in Canada, and then I heard nothing. No more messages from her. No more, nothing, no explanation, nothing to say, well, we can't make it work then. Nothing. Just silence. That was obviously kind of irritating. I was waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally I decided to send her another message and just say, so I sent her this message just saying, is this a dead deal now because I'm Canadian? And waited for her response, wondering what it would be. And I'm still waiting for her response. As of the recording of this video, it's now been 12 days that I've been waiting for that response. 12 days since the last message I sent her. Been a lot longer since the last message I got from her. Now, I want to be really clear on this. I'm not just whining because I'm not getting free stuff from them. The stuff they were going to send me wasn't anything I chose. Like I said earlier, they really have nothing else on their website that I wanted. They were going to send me a textile armored riding jacket, but I already have a riding jacket that I hardly ever wear. And they were going to send me a pair of gloves. And I already have way more gloves than I have hands. And the gloves they were going to send me look kind of ugly anyway. So it wasn't going to be stuff that I wanted. I was probably just going to do the reviews and then give them away to somebody. But then I was looking again, while this was going on, I went and looked again at their website just to have a look at the products that they had mentioned that they were going to send to me. And I noticed something. They now ship to the UK and to Australia. Now, it seems strange to me that if you're an American company that is just going to start shipping to other countries when you haven't before, it just seems odd to me that Canada wouldn't be the first one that you would ship to. We're right here. We're right on top of you. So now I'm just feeling like they're insulting my country. Okay, you know what? I just remembered. It's 3 beefs. Then, just to cap it all off, was it last week? I think it was last week. I don't know. It was well after I'd sent that second request for a response from her. She personally followed me on Instagram. And then, later that day, sent me an invitation on Facebook to like the Viking Cycle Facebook page in case I wanted to support it. Are you fucking serious? That was just unbelievable to me. I was so pissed off, but I couldn't stop laughing. It was just... people obviously over there don't know what they're doing. Or, the other option is that she did it just intentionally to piss me off because she hates Canadians. Now, I don't really honestly believe that Viking Cycle hates Canada. Although, there's enough evidence to suggest that that's a possibility that I'm really only about 93.6% sure that they don't hate Canada. What am I going to do about it? Nothing, because I'm Canadian and that's what we do. Well, I'm going to make this video and I'm going to put it on YouTube and maybe 20 or 30 people are going to see it. That'll show them, put them right out of business. And then I'll just forget about the whole thing and got it out of my system now, I think. I would like to call for a Canadian boycott of Viking Cycle products, but that would suit them just fine. They don't want our business anyway. Look, I have money. I want to give you some money. Why won't you take my money? So what do you guys think? Am I just sounding like a crybaby or do I have a point here? What I will do is say that if you're a Canadian rider or a rider from anywhere other than the US, UK, or Australia, the chosen ones, send a message to Viking Cycle. Ask them why we can't buy their products. Ask them why they don't want our business. You don't have to be nasty about it. Just ask them why. Make them give us an answer. And if you get an answer from them, which you probably won't, come back and leave a comment on this video as to what they said. And if it sounds like they're, starting to come around and people are having decent experiences with them, then I'll take this video down. Or I'll leave it up and I'll just keep looking like an asshole. But anyway, I'm done venting for today. I feel a little better. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up now. That's all I got to say. Leave your comments below if you've had any experience with Viking Cycle, good, bad, otherwise. And if anyone from Viking Cycle is watching this video, I don't think anybody from Viking Cycle is going to watch this. Feel free to leave a comment. Give me your side of it. I just want to know why things turned so much when you found out I was Canadian. That's all. I'm not going to get started again. See you later.